My name is David Krallman. It's not August. It is August. August 14th, 2012. I had a thought, but I can't remember what it was. Oh, this one's gonna be a different one from what everyone's used to. Well, not really everyone's used to. From what I've had before. This one is about a girl. Um, this girl. Well, a little bit about me to preface it. I am a very, very, very shy guy. I don't. That's just who I am. I don't go up to random girls and start talking and hold conversations with them unless they engage me first. I'm not weird. People will say I'm weird, but I met a girl. Well, I don't know how long ago. At work, through work, technically, and I don't know. When she opened up to me, it was different. It was more along the lines of, I've had a troubled past, yes, but I've dealt with things that I considered unique. But this girl, Lizzie, is just different. I the best way I can describe it is, I've gone through things that she's gone through. I've 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 been where she's been, but I handled them differently, which got me to the point where I am now. Okay, for instance, when I was what was it? I think a junior year of high school. Um, I I went. I was seeing this girl that I met through my brother's girlfriend. So my brother was dating this girl, and her best friend was single, and I was single, and I thought, what the heck, I'll go on a double, well, it was technically a triple date with my brother and his best friend and his girl. So I went and kind of just went with the flow, and it ended up into a relationship that was unhealthy. And this girl just, her her body type was, she had broad shoulders and broad hips, which meant she could carry some weight. Yes, she was in yes, she was overweight. I will admit that. But her body type was so, just so that she wasn't overweight, if that makes sense. Like, she could carry her weight, and she didn't believe that, and she just was a she was a, as other people would say, a Debbie Downer, and she was always always down upon herself about how dumb she was or how fat she was. But this girl was relatively smart. I mean, she wants to go to, well, she's in at OSU for their kinesthesiologist degree, which is like the movement, basically like physical therapy, but how the body moves. And I don't think that's the right word, kinesthesiologist, but that sounds good to me. Um, but she just was a Debbie Downer, and I didn't know what to do. Anything I said, no matter what I said, she disagreed with. Like, I didn't consider her fat. I didn't consider her unattractive. It was just her personality. Half of her personality was unattractive. That, to me, at least. And I lost where I was going with this. It was about telling a friend off. Oh, that was it. And while I was dating her, I met this. Well, it's weird. My track coach's daughter was like my track coach in high school. I grew up with her family, but we played soccer together. Like her oldest boy played with my brother, and her middle boy, who was a year older than me, played with me in soccer. And her husband coached me and him. Well, the both of me and my brother, different years, and her daughters played with my sister separately. So I've grown up, like, I've had in and out experiences with him, well, with their family, and I started seeing her at the same time as I was seeing this other girl, and this Holly, we'll call the girl that I was seeing first Holly. Holly was the Debbie Downer, and I don't know, it was like I felt like I was being, whoop, sorry about that, don't know what that was. I felt like I was being not necessarily used, but more of unappreciated, of my emotions towards her. Like, I was trying to convince her and make her happy and everything, but it was actually wearing me down because it wasn't working. So I started seeing this one girl from track, so we'll call her, I don't know what we'll call her, just call her track girl. And it tore me up. That's one of the lowest points of my life, was when I was seeing both girls at the same time. Yeah, I know it was bad. You think I didn't know it was bad? I didn't want to break up. I didn't want to hurt Holly's feelings, because I thought she would do something bad to herself. So I kept seeing her, but not as frequently. And at the same time, I was seeing this other girl who I was really attracted to. I mean, she'd appreciate my compliments, my support. She appreciated me. And I didn't want to do anything, so I started cutting even more than what I was doing before. And it was awful. Awful. I had no idea what to do. So I tried to break up with this girl, with Holly, and she started crying, and I felt bad. I know that's not a good excuse, but I couldn't bring myself to do it. I just couldn't. I couldn't break up with her at that moment. So I promised myself the next time I'd see her, I'd break up with her. Well, turns out the next time I saw her, it was on her birthday. So, I. What girl or guy wants to be dumped on their birthday? I went out with their family. I had dinner with them, and I had a normal conversation with them. Like, everything was hunky dory. Well, if I broke up with her, then she'd be so worse off. But at the same time, the longer I drew it out, the more hurt she'd be, and I didn't know what to do. So after that, I promised myself that I'd break up with her the next time I saw her. Well, she had a friend, or she knew someone through a class that she went to a different school than me, but she had a class or something with one of her friends, and I knew one of her friends who, because she did track, and I also knew her through one of my one of the girls that went to my church, and we had a thing, and this is the main point of the story. I I was a freshman, and I met this girl who was very, very attractive. I mean, everyone thinks of like the high school cheerleaders and shit, like amazingly attractive. Well, this girl was very, very, very attractive, and she was attracted to me. They were not necessarily attracted to me or whatnot, but something about me drew her to me, and I didn't know why. And one day we were talking, and she just said, "I don't want to ever be your friend again. Please don't ever contact me." I took that so hard that I've never been told that before that moment. I was just in awe. I was like, I don't know what to do. I don't know what to feel. I've never been in this situation before. So I I went to school. I went to track, and I broke down at track. I just couldn't do it. Something clicked inside me that just shut down. I was having a shitty day at track. I was pole vaulting at the time. I couldn't even get over like 7 feet, which is very, very, very easy to get over. Even 9 feet. I couldn't even get over 9 feet, which in most situations in high school was the opening height for pole vaulting, which is bad. If you can't get over opening height, then you need work. No offense. But she contacted me like 4 or 5 months later and was apologizing for it. And this is the first time I've ever had to tell someone that I wish I didn't have to tell this to. But I told her off. I was like, I'm sorry. Actually, I wasn't sorry. I actually thoroughly enjoyed this conversation I had with this girl. I told her, I can't be your friend. I basically told her everything. I told her off. I was like, you can't tell me that I can't talk to you. I can't be your friend. I can't even see you anymore and expect to come back to a friendship where everything is exactly the same as it was. I'm sorry. You told me off, and now I'm telling you off. Go fuck yourself and leave me alone. I'm not going to have anything to do with you ever again. And you know what? That's not the last time. That's not even the... I think it's like the third time that's happened. Maybe fourth. I'll probably explain later. But it was just awful. And this Lizzie has this not necessarily problem, but she's attached to this guy where she loves him. I don't know if he loves her, but she loves this guy so much that she'll put her own life in front No. His life in front of hers. She's dying of kidney failure, and I have to sit back and watch while she destroys her liver, as she kills herself over this guy. Yes, I understand 15 years for being friends and living 2 doors down is a long time to know someone and be around someone. But if you go home to a situation where you yell at the person you're with every night, every time you see them, and every time you text them and call them, that's not healthy. I realized that at a young age, because I got walked on so much that I just finally decided, you know what, fuck it, I'm just gonna be myself. I'm me. If you don't accept me, then fuck off. And this girl just, for some reason, just doesn't understand that happiness is you. Happiness is something that you have to decide on. And I don't know. It's just she doesn't understand that she needs to live. She has to live. I've never. Oh God, I'm gonna say it. I've never felt this way before about a girl, but it's cliche, yes, but it's different. It's if you could see how much pain this girl has been through and is going through, and how alone she feels. All of her friends are tied with this one guy who she argues with constantly, and I have to sit back and just watch. That's painful. Both of you understand that being apart will hurt one another, but it's for the best, and you both understand that. You both need space, and it's awful to watch it. It's just you keep going back to him, and you need to stop. Not necessarily. I'm not trying to be mean or anything. It's just he doesn't care for you like you do. And I'm gonna be very mean. That movie, He's Just Not Into You, yeah, that's... Sorry, he's a dude. He's a guy. He wants sex, money, or something else that he keeps you around for one of those three things. And just you think it's something else, but it's not. I'm sorry, it's not. And Lizzie, you can do so much better. You're not gonna watch this, but you can do better. And I'm just here to help. Like no one's helped before. Like you want him to be. I don't necessarily want to be your romantic partner, but you need someone in your life that you can rely on, that will never leave you, that will always be with you, even when you're in the deepest, darkest pit. You know that someone's gonna be there. I want to be that person. If that means just being a friend, or if that means just calling every now and then, I don't care, as long as I'm there and you know I'm there. That's what you mean to me. Not everyone gets that. I'm sorry, but not everyone will get that. Yes, everyone will not get that. A different... It's different, though. It's more of I've been in your situation. I know how you feel. More than you think. And I'm sorry. I'm really sorry. Please, let me help. And that's not the way I intended this video to go, but, you know, it happens. Just like Forrest Gump. It happens. What, shit? Yeah. Shit happens. So, my name is David. I gotta go to bed now. I've been up for at least 48 hours. Probably more. It's August 14th, 2012. Yeah. That's how I'm ending this video.